Hey,
How about these blue shirts though, huh? I like the blue.
Dave likes the blue shirts. What do you guys think?
What do you guys think? Let's get the chat going.
I prefer the black sweatshirt because it's cold.
You like the black sweatshirt?
We put the heat up in here. Actually, today's a pretty nice day in Connecticut. Actually, not terrible.
Not terrible. All right, got some chocolate on the table over
Yeah,
here.
here comes the
my
finger.
sweets.
Dave's going to give you guys the finger.
Gotta give the finger. Let me make sure we're live everywhere. Let's make sure we are live. Let's check it out.
We already have Kathy that's joined. We've already had.
Why is our Facebook not going over here? This is not good.
Facebook's not
Double check.
live?
Let me see. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It's good to double check. Facebook is too many channels. What the heck? Hold on a minute. We're going to jump off.
We're sorry, everybody. We're sorry.
We got technical difficulties sometimes. Just that's going to happen. We got to roll it and make it happen. Thank God we double check everything. Because if we didn't double check,
Yeah, we'll end up having no sound like we've done before or missed recording.
Absolutely. We gotta make sure that we're live and everything's up and running. Because sometimes things take a few minutes to catch on, which I'm noticing now. Oh, there we go. Facebook, we are now just getting ready to get live on this channel here. There we are. Let me make sure the sound quality is on, which I'm noticing. All right, I'm going to check YouTube out. Double check YouTube.
Kathy,
we got YouTube's lighting up over here. We're going to double check YouTube sound quality is good. For our peoples, if you're out there and you can hear us, please let us know.
Facebook, we are
Biden the hair sniffer. Yes, we are
right.
live. Thank you so much for being here. All right, beautiful. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the intro to crypto. It's a Friday night special. Shabbat Shalom, Michael. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you're all doing well. And thanks for being a part of our show every week. We love and appreciate you. You guys are why we do this. This is not for reasons of a realtor and a mortgage broker because we, just have nothing better to do. It's about educating as many people as possible about one of the most important digital assets in the entire world, which 90% of the world doesn't even know about. How crazy is that? This is not financial advice, as you guys know. This is, again, friends who are out there building relationships with you, hopefully.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yes, absolutely.
You seem so before the thing begins, you're disorganized, the whole 9 yards. And then all of a sudden the cameras go on and you are like the most focused individual I've ever seen. It's amazing to me.
Well, because I'm scrambling to get the information I want to talk about, getting the system set up, making sure all the streaming.
I know, but man, you just turn the switch and you're like game on. It's impressive.
Well,
it's impressive.
I don't want to embarrass myself too much in front of our people out there. I mean,
beyond that. I'm ready.
We appreciate. We have a new one over here. I see Zorro. Thank you so much for joining us, Zorro. Zorro, where are you from? And thank you so much for being a part of our show. Where in the world are you from? Please like and subscribe. And we appreciate you, Biden Hairsniffer, for being here today. Listen, there's a lot to talk about, and there's not a lot to talk about. And this is XRP, which we all know. First of all, do you know what my daughter showed me the other day? She says to me, Daddy, she says something, she says something didn't happen. Wah, 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 she says to me. And I feel like XRP went from $2.40 back to $2.10. Wah, wah, wah. I'm like, what's going on over here? The roller coaster continues. But you know what? There's an end game. That's what we know. Yep. And the end game is going to be the greatest lottery ticket of all. Zorro from Israel, Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. It's awesome. We love having you. And XRP. How is XRP? How much knowledge about XRP is in Israel? I would love to know. Is it something that people are talking about there? And if it is, or it's not, are you one of the few people that know about XRP? And when you talk about to other people that think you're crazy, or are there people around you you're talking to, are they like, oh my God, I got to learn more about it, right? Biden the hair sniffer, do you remember me saying I don't trust Zcash, just like I don't Bitcoin? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I remember you saying that. And by the way, I know that he's also, Biden is also big on CC, what's it called?
CC.
CC, what's the CC? And Need for Speed is back. Yo, XRP. Thank you so much for joining us. Zoro says, it's just starting in our country. Nobody know about Ripple, a few special people. Do they watch Avi Lev, who's a great, very smart man in Israel, talking about XRP? Great guy, very funny. If you never watched Avi, you definitely should watch him, everybody out there. It's interesting because it's just starting to build in Israel. So I know the United Kingdom.
So Israel's not on your top 10 list today that we were going to talk about?
So let's talk about this. Canton, thank you so much, Biden Sniffer. I picked up some CC. I was going to show you this earlier.
You did?
I did. I bought some. I bought a little bit because of Biden the hair sniffer. I went and got a little bit. I'm going to show you, Mike. You might think I'm crazy.
You got it through Uphold?
I got it through Uphold, and it was interesting when I was buying it through
Uphold. I didn't
Uphold,
even know because I was looking on BitTrue. It wasn't on BitTrue.
CC account. I picked up, this much worth of it.
Good for you.
In honor of Biden the hair sniffer, because I think that you're smart and I like what you're saying, and I decided to pick some up. And Zura says, who again here? Well, this is the team power. I'm sorry. This is the intro to crypto. Oh my God. I'm David Lamel. This is Michael Cristoforo. This is the intro to crypto, and we appreciate you being a part of the show. But Avi Lev. Oh, who here? Avi Lev. Avi is really great in Israel. Talks about XRP. Very knowledgeable. He's one of the guys I follow. Really, very smart. Let's see. It's called, he called himself Moneymaker Avi Lev. When you're looking on, this is him right here. If you've never seen, I'll just quickly show.
I swear by God.
Here we go. I'm going to give you guys a quick, hold on one second. Look, they've got so many ads on this.
The Supreme Court came down with the decision to not make a decision.
So that's Avi from Israel, talks about XRP. Very smart, very funny. If you haven't watched him before, great guy to follow. But today's show, right, is about where and who in the world is using XRP, what countries. And do you know who's the number one country in the world using XRP? Need for Speed, nice shirts. I need one. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Got our navy blue XRP t-shirts. Listen, it's all about representing, right? And on this show, it's not about Dave and Mike. It's about XRP because it's what we're all about. And we love other cryptos, of course, too. Biden hair sniffer. Wisdom Tree pulled the XRP ETF. Wisdom Tree pulled the XRP ETF.
Yeah, I heard that yesterday.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I think it makes some sense. I mean, there's so much already, activity for the other five that are already on. Do they really need to bring theirs? And then Jake mentioned something interesting. He says they might have pulled knowing that they have BlackRock getting ready to come on board. That was an interesting theory that Jake threw out.
Which
makes a lot of sense.
I don't know a lot about Wisdom Tree specifically, and I'm happy you mentioned that Biden hair sniffer. And Zura, yes, the Avi Lev, yes, thanks, absolutely. So question is, who is the number one country in the world involved in XRP? If you can't see my paper in front of you, which I don't think you can, do you know who it is? I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to think about this. What is the number one country in the world using XRP? There's 8 countries that are using XRP pretty well, at least in the process of using it, getting involved in it, and are heavy in it, but not as much out loud. I'll just say it like that, right? They're all talking about these countries, but there's one country that's number one. So let's see if Biden Harris knows, or anybody out there. A lot of people are coming on the show. Again, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. It's Friday, Intro to Crypto. David here and Michael. We appreciate being a part of the show. You guys make up this show and make it fun and exciting for us. Dubai. I'll give you that.
It's on the top.
They're in there. They're in there. That is true. They're in there. So should I share with you who it is?
Share it because everybody else is Googling it right now.
Bermuda. Turple Nurple's back. Hey, Turple Nurple. Thank you so much for joining the show. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for being here. We love seeing you. Love it. Love it. The X's and the smiley face and the rocket ship. I love it. And she said, and he said Bermuda. Triple Nurple said Bermuda, not Bermuda. No, good guess though. Anybody else want to come out and I get number?
It's an island.
It is an island.
Hmm.
It is an
Like
island.
Bermuda.
Like Bermuda. I'll give it another 10 seconds to see if anybody has any of the guesses out there. The
See if they
number
got their
one.
Google to go fast enough.
You can do Google quickly too, right? Absolutely. But I thought it was interesting and actually not surprising when you hear it. You're probably going to find out. So I'll give you 5 more seconds. 4, 3,
Yoshi.
2,
It's a little hint.
1. Japan. Japan leads the world in XRP usage and integration. SBI Holdings is Ripple's largest and most powerful partner, Yoshi.
Yoshi Katao.
XRP is used for real bank-to-bank settlement. Banks and financial institutions actively deploy XRP. Retail ownerships is extremely high. XRP is viewed as infrastructure, not speculation. Japan is number 1, no debate. And Triple Nipple said Palau. And Biden said UK. No, it is Japan, number 1. Coming in at number 2, and I think there's a little delay in my questions and you guys answering, so I apologize for that. I think they set it up that way. The number 2 country, any idea who number 2 is? You haven't mentioned the country yet. I can give you that hint. As number 2 country that is involved in XRP, or at least I'll call it major institutional adoption, has it been accelerated after regulatory clarity? Here's a hint for you. And Turple Nurple shows Japan. That's right, Japan. Soon to be worldwide. Absolutely, Biden Harris Sniffer. Absolutely true. So it give you a hint for number 2. Major institutional adoption accelerated after regulatory clarity. XRP used by bank providers, banks, fintech platforms, ETFs. There's another hint. Custody and liquidity products expanding. XRP increasingly positioned as blank country's digital asset infrastructure. Triple Nurple, South Korea or Singapore, it's actually the United States. The United States is number 2, which is wild. I thought was wild. Number 3 was in the news today. I'll give you a hint on that. The number 3 country.
I guessed South Korea too. I was surprised South Korea was not on that list myself. I'm sort of agree with them because that's where I thought it was going to be.
I can tell you that South Korea is not specifically on the top 8 list over here, which is also so interesting. Now, I want you to know that I got this information from ChatGPT. Full disclosure, okay? This isn't because I'm the smartest guy in the room, necessarily. Or at all, for that matter. But again, doing some research, kind of find information over here. So United States is number 2. United States is number 2. The third country, the third one, has a strong Ripple presence. XRP is used for cross-border banking, FX liquidity, institutional settlement, progressive crypto regulations encouraging adoption, and they were in the news today, very specifically, FCA. Does anybody know what FCA is? My notes over here. My notes. Financial Conduct Authority. It is United Kingdom. Our UK people out there. Biden Harris Sniffer, you mentioned UK before, and that is number 3 on the list over here. So let's talk about now the number 4 country. And in this one here, I'll give you a hint. We're going to the Middle East for number 4. XRP is used in cross-border remittance corridors, institutional payments, blank and blank pushing blockchain forward finance.
We know it's not Israel.
We know it's not Israel yet. Not Israel yet, but it is in the Middle East. And Biden Harris said UK. Yes, that UK was number 3. Yes. The 4th country, if you guys, I'm not sure how delayed it is from YouTube when I was talking. I think there's at least a couple of seconds delay. I found that as we were doing the show and watching later on. But the 4th country is
Yep.
Got to go to be to Dubai. It is United Arab Emirates. Yeah, number 4.
Well, that's Dubai. Is
Yes,
that not one and the
yes,
same?
yes. It is Dubai and Abu Dhabi pushing blockchain. Very good job, Biden hair sniffer. Very good job. So you are in there with 2 of the countries you mentioned. Number 5, we're going to go back to Asia. Is that fair to say it like that? Yeah.
Yep.
Another country in Asia, big on XRP, one of Ripple's global headquarters.
Somebody mentioned it earlier.
It's one of the global headquarters for XRP. And I'm going to give, I'm going back in here to see if someone mentioned this country. I don't think so. Did we?
Yeah, they did.
They did?
Yep.
Hold on.
Towards the beginning. They thought it was number 1.
I don't see it.
Because I agreed. I said, oh, yeah, I thought that would have been.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Turple Nurple, you actually called this one out. Singapore, very good job. Yes. Biden is Singapore, and Turple Nurple had mentioned this one before. Singapore is number 5 with regulatory clarity equal fast development. It's interesting to see these countries so much more advanced right now in using XRP more than we are seeing visually. In these countries, they're talking about it on the news. They're not really talking about it in the news. We're hearing it on the financial networks, but not like on your local networks over here, in this country, which is interesting.
Speaking of the news, it was sort of exciting to see that MSNBC or one of the Democrat, CNBC or something like that. They were talking about XRP.
Yes, and they did it a nice
little plug. They said it was the biggest,
number 1 crypto asset that's the hottest thing out there in the United States. Yes. Number 6. All right. Biden the hair sniffer says gold and silver in your wallet. Yes. We have a big silver guy right here, in addition to the XRP, et cetera, and crypto in general.
Yeah, we're going to get Dave on there eventually.
Absolutely. I actually talked to my wife about some silver, and she's like, I have this silverware for my mom. So I asked her the other day if there's any value in the silver versus the actual silver. But, interesting enough. Number 6.
Does she want to sell it, by the way? Does she want to sell it and buy XRP?
She always tells me, do I want to sell it? We have XRP Keys. Thank you so much for being back in the show. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. Let us know in the world you're from. Like and subscribe. And we appreciate you being here today. I have to get one of those shirts. Yeah, loving that you guys love the shirts. I appreciate that. We should start making some shirts. I think I've been picking them up.
As we were putting on the shirts today, I'm sitting there saying, I wonder if people sit there and identify us as, oh, they're the guys that always dress like twins.
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying? Because I know where else are they doing that except it seems like us.
I think that it's important to represent the things that we want to represent because what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Like if you watch a lot of these guys, they don't wear a hat, but they're not really blinged out in the XRP garb. You know what I mean? I think it's something that if you're gonna wear it, this is the place to do it. Tommy's back. Hey guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Tommy, good to see you. Love having you here. We're talking about the top 8 countries in the world involved in XRP and who are they? So we know so far, number 1, Japan leads across the board. United States, United Kingdom, United Arab Emirates, all united. Interesting. Next one was Singapore. And after Singapore, who knows what's next? XRP Key says, nope, we think there goes our people. Subscribed after the first show. Thank you so much, XRP Keys. We appreciate that very much, my friend. And
what did he say?
He said, nope, we think there goes our people. It was probably something we were just saying. I apologize. It's a little delayed. I apologize. So the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th country in the world after Singapore is India. XRP heavily used for international remittances. I can't talk. Large corridors for Middle East, UK, and Asia. XRP solves speed and cost issues traditional rails can't. So we have, Tommy says Dubai. Dubai, we just mentioned Dubai. In United Arab Emirates, Dubai was number 1, 2, 3, 4. Absolutely. But you guys know now, you guys are following along in these countries. So we went from Japan to United States, United Kingdom, United Arab Emirates, Singapore, now India. Who's after India? Any guesses? I'm going to say it's south. Is that a good hint? Being in
Okay. You mean, but it's south, meaning
South of the
it's
United
in
States.
it's in the Americas. Yes,
Yeah.
in
South-
the Americas.
Yeah, in the Americas, but south. There's a little hint. XRP keys. When we see the matching shirts, nope. We think, that's our people. I love it. You know, we want to be matching. Do you think we should wear different color shirts? Or we've got about 8 different shirts and a couple different sweatshirts.
I can
now.
show them my text messages from you every week.
I would send a picture
Monday
of which
and
one,
Friday.
Yeah, what shirts we're gonna
Blue
wear.
one today, white one.
White one, black one,
Yeah.
right? Hoodie. Maybe we'll wear the hoodies next. Well, depending on the weather, of course, too. So after India is Latin America, Brazil, Mexico, and Brazil. XRP used for U.S. to Latin America remittances. Remittances on demand liquidity. High adoption due to currency volatility. Expensive legacy banking. Very interesting stuff here. Tommy says Iran, not Iran. Not Iran, not on the list. I can give you that in advance, but they are close to the United Arab Emirates. Good question. And the number 7, is that number 7? Oh my God, I can't count anymore. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 8 is again, Biden Harris said, but I prefer the black hoodies. All right.
Me
come back,
too.
We'll come
They're
back
warmer.
we'll come back with the black hoodies. I love it. Thank you for saying that. And we appreciate you thinking about what you like, what we're wearing, and having some fun with it too. So after Latin America is Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya. That's our friend from South Africa.
No, I don't see South Africa on that list.
Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya. XRP used for cross-border payments, financial inclusion. XRP fill gaps where banking infrastructure is weak.
Yeah.
Versatile Fortnite. Thank you so much for being back on the show. We appreciate you being here. Do y'all believe we will see new all-time high prices for XRP by the end of this month? That's a great question. I was mentioning that earlier. My daughter.
Our attorneys told us we can't give any.
We are not to give financial advice. This is not financial advice. These are 2 guys talking crypto with you guys, digital assets.
I'm sort of joking around because
Yes.
I heard Jake earlier this week, and he said I cannot give any more timelines or price predictions for the next 6 months because of his attorney basically shut him down and said,
well,
nothing for 6 months.
They give him a gag order.
Yeah. So maybe we'll do the same thing. We'll blame it on our attorneys.
It's a good question.
It's a great question. I think it's going to be, I'm hoping, God willing, it's within the next quarter.
Tommy says AWS is going to use XRP. You know who AWS is?
Yeah, Amazon Web Services. That would be absolutely huge.
I mean, Amazon is massive, and Amazon, it would be so huge for XRP if Amazon was involved in XRP. Yeah. I mean, the amount of volume.
How about even Apple? How about Apple Pay? How about getting Apple Pay? You start getting AWS and you get Apple Pay, even though I don't use an Apple phone. I mean, I think it could be
game changer.
Amazing.
I agree with you. 100%.
All these technologies, they're all coming. They're all coming, guys.
Biden Harris says not too much will happen until global regulations. Everyone got to be on the same page. Absolutely true. AWS using XRP is correct. Ripple will also buy MoonPay. Interesting.
Oh, I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. And we have over here XRP Key says PlayStation. I think I heard about PlayStation and XRP.
Really?
Yeah, I think I heard about that too. Good call, XRP Keys. PlayStation.
Does that mean that they're going? You mean like they're going to use it when they're buying, like?
I think
games through the thing, or
I think it could be games. It could be games in between. And also, PlayStation does a lot of other things besides games, but it's a lot of communication, that kind of stuff.
I'm not a gamer, so I don't know.
I'm not a gamer anymore. It was back in the day, but it was a way different kind of gaming.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Atari.
It was Atari and television.
Atari and what was the other one?
Plugged in the damn cartridge. Plugged it in.
Oh my goodness!
You want to play football? Here you go.
So after Latin America is Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya. We talked about that. XRP used for cross-border payments, financial inclusion. XRP fills gaps where banking infrastructure is weak. So, as we mentioned, who leads the way? Japan leads the way. It's a global leader in XRP. Why? Deep banking integration, government-friendly regulations, institutional retail adoption, and long-term infrastructure mindset.
You know, it's sort of interesting because I'm just thinking about the yen carry trade that Jake always talks about.
Yes.
And I wonder, you know, I didn't really realize that maybe that's the reason why, if there's a liquidity crisis in Japan, Japan will be the largest for XRP, and they would maybe be needed in order to run their currency and then spill throughout the world.
I think
I'm just curious.
right.
I just wonder if there's any relation.
Biden Harris says, yep, PlayStation also for payments. Moneymaker XRP, thank you for joining us on the show here and being a part of today's show. Let us know where in the world you're from. Like and subscribe, please. We appreciate you being here. And they said OnePay at Walmart. I also heard that too. Good call.
Too.
Tommy says ColecoVision. ColecoVision. That's back in the day.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That was good. I like that.
You
So
dated yourself there.
I was going to say, Tommy, I think, if I remember correctly, is in our age group, you know. So ColecoVision is good. Biden Harris says, new financial systems, it's very simple. Dollar is dead. And we definitely see that happening. Yeah. And more importantly, it's the speed of transferring money, which is crazy. XRP Key says correct. And I'm going to give you an example. I use TD Bank for my banking. I love the bank. They're open 7 days a week. They're the most friendly people. They remember who you are, blah, blah, blah. But more importantly, they're more reasonable to have your money there. I had to get, well, I didn't have to, but when I bought my car out for my lease, I was going to look at different banks for what is the best financing. And the credit union has the best rates for like car loans. That's what I find. Mm-hmm. The problem is the credit unions are so antiquated, you cannot even Zelle. They don't even have Zelle. They don't have it's unbelievable how antiquated. It's almost like back in the beginning of time. Mm-hmm. Very frustrating, and you can't move money around. JoJo773 TV, thank you so much for joining us over here on the Intro to Crypto. We appreciate you being a part of the show. Let us know where in the world you're from, and also like and subscribe. And JoJo says, we need Japan to flip XRP, everything over there, and boom, 30 to 100 XRP price. I like it, JoJo. And JoJo has actually been in before. I remember correctly JoJo's name. So thank you, JoJo. Tommy says thumbs up. And Martin, Martin Jen. I'm going to say Martin. It says a long one here. Martin, thank you for joining us, Martin, for being on the show over here. Please like and subscribe, and please let us know where you're from. Martin says XRP and the rest of the ISO 20022. Yes. Tommy says class of 93. Class of 92, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Love it, love it, love it.
Class of 87. I'm in the 80s.
87? That's not too far behind 92 and 93.
Yeah, I guess if I were to say college, then it's 91.
It's not that far behind. Biden Harris says, get your money out of the bank and put it in crypto or metals. You know what? I'm going to tell you something, Biden Harris. Take your money to the bank, and I use Uphold. I'm not sure if you guys use Uphold, can use Uphold. It's a link below on our on the thing there. But Uphold, if you put your money there, they're paying you 5% just to hold your money. I also took the Uphold debit card. I think I mentioned this to you guys before. And the Uphold debit card pays 6% in XRP every time you use your Uphold credit card, a debit card, for the first 3 months, and then 4% forever after, which is unbelievable. Let's see. Moneymaker XRP says, Norcal here. Norcal. I'm not sure if I understood what Norcal is. Norcal where you're from? Norcal. Please forgive me, Moneymaker. And thank you for being a part of the show. Where in the world are you from? And thank you for liking. Please like and subscribe. Martin Jensen says, the Netherlands. I love it for the Netherlands. That's beautiful. Awesome. That is so awesome. Moneymaker, class of 93 rules. Love it. I love it, love it. So 93 with Biden here stand for 92 and 87. Listen, we are.
Why are you rubbing that in my face?
I'm not rubbing it.
You just rubbed it in my face.
No, but here's the thing is, we are in this generation of people that most people, right, our age, are the ones who don't want to listen to this information. And that's the part that makes it crazy.
Because they know it all. They don't need to listen to
I
it.
know.
The younger generation, they know it all. They don't want to listen. I have kids.
Well,
they have.
our generation doesn't want to listen either.
That's
I mean, our
Wow.
generation is not paying attention. This is like the crazy
I'm just
part.
going right for our kids. I'm just
Right.
going right for our kids.
Our kids are more. Your kids listen. My kids listen when it comes to that crypto stuff.
I still don't buy enough. They
XR,
never buy enough. They
Right.
never buy enough.
right. XRP keys, real, natural, straightforward guys. This is why you guys will be successful. No barking at people, talking with the people. Thank you so much, XRP
Thank you.
keys. You know what? You guys are what makes the show the most important thing to be a part of. It's that we're learning from each other. This is what makes it fun. And we thank you so much for saying that. Anton Vici, thank you so much for being on the show. Northern California, love it. Again, this is the world tour of XRP. When it comes to everybody who's watching the show, we have people from the United Kingdom and all over the world, Australia, Northern California, love it.
I heard something. What is going on in California?
Oh, I got it. Moneymaker, XRP, NorCal, Northern California. Another Northern California, and I apologize and thank you so much for clearing that up for me. I don't catch on.
How are gas prices doing in California right now?
Oof, not so good.
I heard they're bad. What's going on? I heard
They've been
something
bad
to do
for
with
a-
refineries or something.
They've been bad for California for a
I'm
long
just
time.
curious. I
but-
heard something going on.
And
about
Tony,
that.
if I mix it my eyes, and Tona Vici and Moneymaker, if you want to share the gas prices in California, in Northern California, please. And XRP says 83. Oh, XRP
There
keys.
you go.
So, I mean, again, our group
Yeah.
of people, the majority of people who watch us are our generation of people. And I say that like you might be in the ballpark of 45 to 75. Those are the most people watching. But if you're younger, we love it. Thank you so much for being a part of the show because you know more than we do sometimes. And we want to learn from you as well as enjoy each other's company in this whole thing here.
Yeah.
Going back to the leader being Japan, a clear leader, the United States is the sleeping giant of XRP, right? Because we know that when the sleeping giant wakes up, it's going to happen fast. And then boom, that's when it's going to explode. And Donald Trump, as we all know, wants to make this country the crypto capital world. You know, listen, I want every country at this point to be the crypto capital of the world. And I want XRP to be how the entire financial infrastructure is run through the entire world. And that's what we all want together. It's funny when you think about how many countries in the world that there are and how many are involved in XRP and in crypto and digital assets. It's wild that more are not talking about it on social media. You see it, Instagram, you see it a lot. TikTok, you see it a lot.
You know, I was listening to the General Green there in Hawaii today, and you know, he was spending a lot of time talking about the
A
importance.
lot of people. I'm so far behind.
You're good. So a lot of importance of owning assets, and you know something as this whole thing, this dollar potential collapse, and this whole thing coming. I really am getting another appreciation for these assets and having something that's going to, you know, appreciate, you know, in these markets, especially if there's more depreciation that's going to happen as the dollar gets worthless.
Absolutely. Catching up with your Biden Harris, the younger generation are just being brainwashed. They are not taught how to think, but what to think. AI will make the people dumb. You know, AI is something that we all kind of need to learn a little bit about because it's some really cool stuff about it, but it's some scary stuff at the same time.
Yeah.
Martin says over here, you guys think Ripple Bank license and Clarity Act will pass soon? And does it need to pass to see higher XRP prices? I think that the Clarity Act is definitely going to pass soon. Definitely first quarter situation, or I'm quitting. That's it. And do I think?
All right. Well, this was a nice podcast. No.
And does it need to pass to see higher XRP prices?
I mean, I just heard on Jake's. They were just talking. They said could be the second or third quarter.
Yeah.
So don't be willing to
don't quit so early.
So just in case if it doesn't happen,
Money
it'll be
maker.
like Jake's $100 price prediction.
Moneymaker says, don't ask highest in the nation. Highest in the nation
Oh,
for
gas.
Oof.
Yeah.
And Antonio Vici says, I'm actually in SoCal. They're a little higher. Oy, that's tough stuff. In Connecticut,
Did they give a price? Did they give a price?
highest in the nation. Right now in
Wow.
Connecticut, the gas price is about
They're reasonable.
Yeah, they're very reasonable. About $2.40, I would say, is about an average right now. Crazy as that sounds. Biden-Harris says, just hold, don't mess it up. A day will come when you will no longer be able to buy it. Remember, it was designed for institutions. Absolutely right.
Amen.
XRP says January 15th is the day, supposedly. Amen. Martin says, I brought a lot of people in XRP, but there are people still laughing at me. But what can you do? I just gave them evidence. Some took the advice. We know that very well. We have many friends who are part of the show, people who are clients of ours that have got involved in XRP, and they send in little zingers every so often saying, what did you do to me? But they are convicted as well, and they know. Tommy says XRP, HBAR, XLM, Algo, XCN. What's XCN? I don't know XCN.
Yeah, I don't recall.
XRP says for clarity, and XRP key says for clarity. Biden Harris says, let them laugh. They are clearly dumb. Right? True.
Well said.
And deplorable badass. I so thank you for seeing you back here on the show. We haven't seen you in a little while. Thank you for being back. Remind everybody where you're from. And please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's good to hear from you. I heard today that the Clarity Act is on track to be passed in March, probably summer, in my opinion, due to shutdown. Hopefully sooner. Antonio Vici says, I think about $3.50 a gallon. They're $1 more than we are.
Wow.
And they were. I remember during even pandemic times, it was somewhere in the ballpark of $7, something crazy. California pricing of gas, you would think. I think they're closer to the actual.
It's the emissions. They got to do all this extra stuff to the gas to make it more environmentally friendly.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
What a.
It's sort of like us. We do the same thing though. In the summertime,
I don't know.
We're doing the same thing. They reblend it so that it's better for the atmosphere.
Yeah, but California gas prices are
always
higher.
Always.
I mean, I remember during the pandemic, it was something like $7, $8 crazy amounts of money. Martin says, how long do you guys know about XRP or ISO 20022? And how did you guys find out? So we know about ISO 20022 a long time.
It's been almost as long as I was in crypto. So it's got to be, they were mentioning that at least 4 years ago.
And that came through in July last year.
That's when
July 13th.
No,
did you
July
guys
13th wasn't for
not July 13th?
So that was the day that we won the lawsuit.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's
the
right.
SEC lawsuit.
But it was somewhere around there, I think, the ISO.
Yeah,
Biden Harris difference says too many people have Bitcoin brains. That is true. Absolutely true.
Bitcoin brains.
I like that. Bitcoin brains. You have to phrase that.
Yeah.
That's yours. You
Well
own
said.
that Bitcoin brains. I like that, Biden Harris differ. Blade. What's up, Blade? Thank you for coming back and seeing us. We're here on Friday night. Amazon and XRP, Amazon Web Services, and Ripple Explore Bedrock for XRPL. Game-changing efficiency ahead according to on-chain metrics. Good stuff, Blade. We talk about you, Blade. We talk about a bunch of guys with how powerful and how knowledgeable you guys. We love it. And you also sharing this information with so many other people, which is so important for us to be able to share this together. We're learning with you, and thank you for sharing that. That's awesome. That one guy, that's a new one. I like that. That one guy. Thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you for being on the show. Please like and subscribe. And that one guy says, what other coins do you like? Okay, so good question. We definitely like HBAR. We like XLM. We like XDC. We like Flare. We like Algo. We like, I'm going to say.
I have SHX. That's sort of my one that I have.
Okay, SHX.
Yeah.
We have, let's see, CC.
You have it. I don't.
I just picked it up thanks to Biden, the hair sniffer. I picked up some of it at CC, and we'll see what happens. Good question, by the way. Tommy, here in Jersey, gas is $2.40. So Jersey and Connecticut are pretty close. That's pretty good to know. XRP Key says, I'm hearing they may burn XRP for the Clarity Act. I didn't hear that. Did you hear that?
I heard that, but I don't know if that will. I think they can only own a certain amount. So I heard that they might actually give some of it to the United States.
I like
government.
that idea. Yeah, giving the XRP to the United States government would be a great
Much better than
idea.
burning it.
Yes.
I mean, look at XLM. They burned half of their supply. They used to have 100 billion, just like XRP. They burned it down to a half of that, and their crypto is still in the toilet compared to XRP.
Yeah,
I am still a fan of XLM.
Yes, it's
in
the
all
sister,
fairness.
our sister.
Yeah, I do have some through my iTrust account.
I mentioned XTC, right? I mentioned
Yes, you
XTC. Yep. Let's see. XRP keys all the utility coins that are in ISO 20022 compliant. Yes. And Blade says any coin that has utility, not hype. Totally agree.
Yeah.
What is the functionality of something? When you buy something, you say like, okay, why am I buying this? Like if you were buying a stock, you wouldn't just buy any stock. Oh wow, it's 6:10 already. All right, listen, we got to end the show in the next couple of minutes because it's Friday night and I got to get home for dinner. It's Friday night dinner.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get in trouble otherwise. So please understand that situation there. We're going to definitely see you back on Monday. So XRP.
I don't see her on, so let's be honest. Let's talk about marriage now. No, I'm just teasing with you.
My wife makes Friday night. She makes dinner. She makes sure about dinner. Makes a nice dinner for the family. And I always want to be respectful. When I'm late, she knows why I'm late, and then she gets upset. And
We have a free pizza out here
I know.
that you can be bringing home.
It's all about making the wife happy. But Biden history says some won't believe this. I come across XRP in a dream, and I never heard of XRP. And wait, hold on a second. Some people won't believe this. I come across XRP in a dream, and I never heard of XRP and never invested in anything. Someone was shouting, buy XRP, so looked it up, understood what it was, and put a few K in it. That's awesome. Deplorable Badass says XRP for government use or institutions is different than dumping it on the real retail market. Facts. Go ahead.
I just real quick wanted to say, talking about dreams, Brandon Biggs, the guy that saw Donald Trump,
Yes.
with the blood on his cheek.
Yes.
He actually this week was talking a couple months ago, played some videos. He was talking about pray for no attacks against the Mormon church. And where was it? Just a shooting.
No kidding.
Yesterday at the Mormon thing. I think a couple of people died. So
crazy stuff.
Interesting, but
Crazy.
hey, he also said XRP is going to be very, very expensive.
XRP is definitely very, very expensive. We all know that. That's why we're involved in it, and we're buying it cheap. We're buying it cheap now. I just saved myself 40 cents, 30 cents in the last week buying some more. It's hold on. I'm going to mention one more thing. We got it. Tommy says Jazz my XXX coin. Jasmine. That's a coin.
Yeah.
Okay, Jasmine. I'm going to check that out. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. XRP Keys has a face. I can't see what it is with the thing on the side over there. I found a ton of Vici says I found it through Brandon Biggs. There we go, right there. And XRP Keys says, do y'all have X accounts? It will keep you up to date to the second. Trust me. We do have X accounts. I'm under my first name, David, last name, Lamel, and I also have a Team Powerhouse real estate one as well. I am on X, and you're right. I get the amount of things that come through, although I'm also with YouTube, all things popping up there as well. All right. It is Friday night. I want to thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you very much. Michael Cristoforo, David Lamel, Intro to Crypto. Oh, you guys are coming into your heart now. Blade says, gold is not going up. The US dollar is going down. We're headed into digital dollar. Biden Hair Service says a lot of coins will disappear. Be careful. And Zorro says Jasmine is like Japan DeFi or something. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. We will see you all on Monday. Miss you, see you, and we appreciate you. Monday night, we're back. And I thank you so much. Have a great weekend, everybody. And let's go XRP.
Thank you, everybody.
Talk to you soon. And Shabbat Shalom. All right.